Hey guys, welcome back to the Mighty Geek. Today we're going to be talking about 10 really good comic book movies. Today I have two guest panelists today, Nick and Lewis.
How you doing?
Hey.
Yeah. So, there's been a lot of good comic book movies over the last, 15 years. We're really going with 1995 and after that. I'm not going to include the first Superman movie.
Well, that's good because Spawn was in '97, so I'm pretty excited about this.
That's going to be on a different list, but it's going to be it. The first honorable mention, and I'll let you guys say what you want about this. Blade. I remember seeing Blade when I was real little.
I was really
Now,
good too.
just Blade
but-
1, not 2 or Trinity,
See,
right?
for me,
'Cause-
Trinity was the big thing because wrestling was
Dracula.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, but
Dracula.
Ryan Reynolds was decent in it. Just the rest of the story kind of.
I feel bad not putting Man of Steel. I feel bad putting Man of Steel as an honorable mention because it's really good to me, and I like Superman, and I actually really liked it. But there are just 10 better comic book movies.
I thought it was a really good movie. Besides, like
I-
Wonder Woman out of the new
I
DC
get
ones, I thought it was one of
teary
the
when
better ones.
His dad dies.
Tornado.
Costa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's just like, no, I'm good.
yeah. Don't
It
save
should have
me.
been a kid instead of a dog, but that's my only thing with it. Great movie, though. Really liked it. Last honorable mention is Thor 1. Thor 1's really good. Out of Thor the Dark World and probably Ragnarok, which I'm not that excited for.
I mean, Ragnarok could be cool, all depending on how they do it.
I feel like it's the entire Avengers between Hulk and Thor, how it's kind of funny between them.
Yeah.
I just wish they would go more serious Thor, like they were kind of going with in this one.
Yeah.
But this one's really good. Out of all the other ones, this one's really good. All right, enough honorable mentions. It's time to go with our first really good one,
Ooh.
X-Men 2.
That's my favorite out of the three, easily.
I definitely remember ripping this movie from secondhand.
I actually,
LimeWire.
Yes.
my first copy was
Rest
a
in peace.
bootlegged copy a month after it came out when I got it in New York City.
Damn, you guys
I was
both look like
I
that.
was that excited about it. I was like, this guy's got it.
See, I
I'm gonna
mean, the
buy
first X-Men, when Wolverine flies out of the windshield, and you know he's gonna get up, and you know he's gonna kick shit in, it just amps you up. And then the second one,
It's Wolverine. It's,
The second one, I remember Stryker and Colossus and Wolverine. It was just great.
yeah,
The story was actually pretty well put together. You got a little Weapon X thrown in there before they did that real shit movie, but, it's not a problem. Anyway, yeah, Storm. Everyone was good in this movie. Every single person was good in this movie.
what I would have wished they would have done more with is have Scott Summers not be a whiny bitch.
Oh, yeah.
He just whined every movie, even though he's one of the most powerful X-Men.
or kill them off, like,
Yeah.
at the end there.
Yeah. And then they even had Magneto kind of be a good guy in that movie.
Well,
Because
Magneto's never a terrible guy to the X-Men.
the whole
Just-
chess... You know what was cool in this movie? Magneto's plastic prison. I actually thought that was kind of cool.
That was a good idea. It
And
was
the way
really
they got
cool.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. There you go. That fat guy that gets an iron injection.
Mm.
All right, I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10. That was solid. First DCU movie to make this list, if you don't include the honorable mention of Man of Steel, Wonder Woman. This is the newest one on the list.
Go.
Really, really liked it.
Yeah.
The plot was really good. Extremely to the point of what she needed to do was help people and try and get to the Ares.
Defined areas, yeah. In my opinion, it's the best out of the new DC movies so far. But it kind of takes a step back from trying too much and does.
I think that's
kinda-
what made it succeed.
Yeah,
Whereas I feel like BVS tried to throw way too many plots into one
There's-
movie
yeah, they
and
did.
just way too much.
Martha.
yeah.
They did way too many.
This was
comic
actually
books.
like the first Captain America movie, which I really liked, and this was basically her version of that. Deadpool. Deadpool was absolutely refreshing. It was funny as hell,
That was hilarious.
and they had the balls literally to make it rated R.
I mean, you would kind of have to though, with Deadpool's sense of humor.
Do you think this
Kinda
movie
had-
would have sucked if it was PG-13?
Yes.
Yeah, You
if
can't-
Ryan Reynolds couldn't express himself the way he does,
Yeah.
it would not have been anywhere near as good.
And the second one's coming out soon. Well, they keep showing more stuff where they leaked Domino the other day, and it looks pretty sweet.
This one's really, really good. I like his blind lady that he lives with.
And actually, my wife, that's her favorite superhero. So it just makes it hilarious to me.
Yeah.
I love the fact it was the first real rated R superhero movie that, put it all out there, and, the jokes and everything like that. I kind of wish they would have been able to get like Wolverine or a few more X-Men in there just for a little bit more jokes.
The writing issue is the only thing. Like,
Yeah.
who they can use, who they can't use. You wish you could see who you want, but you're not going to.
Yeah, it's Fox, so you're not gonna see like.
But it's a good
Spider-Man
Fox
or
movie,
X-Men.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
All right, here is the one that I don't want to put on here, but I have to put on here because I like this movie, but I'm also disappointed by this movie at the same time because it has a clusterfuck of problems for me, mostly due to the fact that like Logan aged so much in so little time in this movie. The movie should have been in 2055, and there should have been no other X-Men. Or you could do really old man Scott. That's what I think should have happened.
That or like any of the young X-Men would have been older, or even
Well, I
kind of
think
hint at Cable or somebody.
They kind of like phased it out with the whole incident.
Yeah.
And I mean, with the incident, I mean, you get an idea that he killed some X-Men, but you're not sure who or how many or
and you're
when.
not sure how he did it and stuff.
But
like
I loved how serious this movie tried to make itself, and the scenes at the end, tearjerkers, and
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is just everything.
he's great. It was a great send off for a great character and a great actor. This one, when I was little, I actually didn't like it, but as I've gotten older, I like it more and more.
Yeah, it's a lot darker of a movie compared to some of the other ones that were out. But that's just Alan Moore too.
To me, when I was little, it seemed like a spoof movie because I was like, why aren't the superheroes being superheroes?
Yeah.
I really liked this one even when I was younger, because it came out in 2005,
Yeah.
4,
Ish,
and
yeah,
I
around
was barely in my teens at that point, and I remember watching it, loving it, and wanting to own it, and just then I learned more about superheroes and like alternative ones other than just like Batman, Superman.
It's really dark, and Rorschach's really great. You know what I remember about this when I was little? Just, why does that blue dude not have any clothes?
Well,
blue dick. That's what I remember about him. Like, but
Well,
Rorschach, just that line where he's beating the shit out of all those prison guys, and he's like, you're not locked in here. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. It's just so brutal. Civil War. Civil War is a really good one.
Yeah.
I think we should all take a moment to say what team you're on. I was Team Cap.
Yeah, I was Team Cap, even though Spider-Man's my favorite character.
I've
I'm
never
still
liked
Team Cap.
Captain America. He's just something about him. He's
He's
just
like the nicest guy ever.
I mean, it's
Superman in terms of Marvel,
he's
but it's
I
just
agree with that.
he's without his shield. He's just a really strong, fast guy.
he's
who
a
can do
super
things.
soldier.
Yeah.
He's the
I
good.
think the character of Steve Rogers is
stereotypical
not
soldier.
about his powers, it's about his morality. But I really liked how, unlike BVS, there was very clear motivations for Tony Stark and Captain America in this movie.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing Marvel I think has done great
Their
with
plot
is
points
their
and
plot
motivations
points
are much better.
in making it simple enough that people understand, but deep enough to where there's a lot of thought to it. And it just makes the movies really good.
Their casting as well.
Yeah, their casting's fantastic.
Do you think Robot Clone Thor should have been in the movie?
No, they didn't have the characters, I think, to do the full Civil War. Because you don't have the Mr. Fantastic and any of them either.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, Guardians of the Galaxy. I remember thinking this was going to be a joke, and then I absolutely loved it.
Oh, the first one's amazing. The soundtracks, though, are great.
The first one, after watching the second one a couple times, first one for me falls a little flat because I could see what they could do and where they shot with the
Oh,
first
see,
one. And
I thought the first one was better.
Yeah, me too.
The first one I think really laid a good ground of what the universe is like. The second one They shot for the
I think
moon
this
and
was
hit the
Marvel's
stars.
first space movie too, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And then I remember seeing Thanos. Loved Rocket Raccoon. I'm like the only guy that's not overly hyped on Groot.
Oh,
See, I think
mean,
Groot's funny, but he's not like a huge thing for me.
Drax is my favorite, anyways. He's just
Drax was hilarious.
Batista. I think steals the show in too.
Yeah.
But
All right, here's the movie that started the MCU, and I have to say it's easily the best Iron Man movie.
easily.
Easily the best Iron Man movie out of the three. This one, I remember, this was like, I don't know, there was a gap between superhero movies, and then this came out and changed the game.
This was around the same time as the Hulk movies, which aren't going to make this
Comparatively,
list.
yeah.
But that kind of connected those two, and then they started making everybody else's because this one did really well.
This saved Robert Downey Jr.'s career.
I mean, it's been almost
He brought
10
it
years
back,
since it came
yeah.
out, and if you go back and watch it, it's still got all the elements you want in it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Still really good.
Easily.
It's got the main character, an established villain.
Now we're into the top two, in my opinion, greatest comic book movies of all time.
Is this Avengers?
Avengers 1.
Yeah.
Avengers 1 was so good.
Yeah.
I remember the hype for this was just through the roof.
Seeing all their culmination of work put into one screen
Yeah.
really made it worth it.
It had everything, and you didn't need everybody's backstory because you already had the backstories there. You already knew who these characters were, and they could just go right into it and get it going
Yes,
full
it's
throttle.
not like Spider-Man where you need to watch Uncle Ben die 10 times.
Yeah, which I liked how they didn't do it in this next one. Spoiler alert.
Anyway, I really loved this team-up movie. Loki was great as a villain. I would argue he was way better than Ultron.
Yeah, Ultron was a little bit
This
of a
was
letdown
just...
for me.
Actually, I
He
think
was
this
good.
picture is Age of Ultron. Yeah, it is. Never mind.
Yeah.
I messed that up. But still really good. Avengers 1, fantastic. And the best movie is...
What do you believe?
The Dark Knight.
What do you believe in?
And that's the Joker right there. Actually, in the mask.
Simply
There
makes
we
you
go.
stranger.
I've had this movie. I've watched it multiple times. I probably can't even count how many. Just off the top of my head. But
Some people argue this to me is the best superhero movie they've produced in the last like 20 years.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
you
that
can make
and the
fun of his voice
Avengers
and stuff
are
like that. But like
1 and 2.
the amount of dark, the amount of combat, the amount of sheer Bruce Wayne versus Batman like conflict in it, it's just it all is on the perfect point.
I also loved how it showed in this movie like what people will do when they're scared and just like they made just it was just the right amount of over the top and not stupid.
Yeah. I mean, it really... I think Christian Bale really came into his own as Batman in this movie compared to Begins, where it was his first time into it, just kind of going. It's definitely the best out of the three.
And then Heath Ledger, performance of a lifetime.
Exactly.
Fantastic, yeah.
Well, that wraps up our top 10. Did you guys have any that didn't make the list?
Off the top of my head, Blade Trinity was just one of my really.
That's a guilty pleasure.
It's because you got the WWE, you got Ryan Reynolds, and a really good action throughout the entire thing.
Nick?
I'd say as like honorable mention, Ant-Man, I really enjoyed. It brought a lot of good humor and good tech and all that stuff to the story.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We're also doing more videos around the way. Peace out.